Hear ye, hear ye! Citizens are warned to beware of traveling to Coghlan Village. The town was recently attacked by slavers who are suspected of still being in the area.
What? Tim, what are you talking about?
Mind yourself now.
You could be watching a movie or something. Like, how was I supposed to know? No, it's not. Yes, for real. What do you mean question mark? DVD is not ass though. I don't have it. No, I don't know what that is. No.
It works.
The tincture is ready.
It really works.
But are you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What does she call herself? A prophet? So, what brings you to our little outpost, traveler? If you're looking for something specific, I must warn you that my alchemical stocks are severely limited at this point in time. Ah, you must be another one of the Dread Lady's followers. I've had a number of pleasant conversations with her prophet, Rogatina, and I even got to meet the Dread Lady once. She mentioned she might have need of such a tincture, so I brewed one up. No disrespect intended, but I was hoping she'd come to pick it up herself. I so looked forward to basking in her glorious presence.
Do you
again.
mean in the
Ah,
game?
well, perhaps next time. Here you go, and don't bother about the cost. It's a gift for the Dread Lady.
With dragon. No. Dragon Knight.
I can't believe it. I finally figured it out. This could change everything. Our Lurcher Guardians, I've found a way to give each of them special powers. To make them more effective, of course. The Guardians protect the village, and now we can imbue each of them with different elemental tactics. And the best part is that building them isn't even hard. It's easy. Well, you see, the husks are the
Have a
same,
good day,
grown
I
from
guess.
local flora. It's the Guardian's guts that make it special. Bring me some thunderbug bellies, dew bugs, and hive seeds from outside the village, and I'll show you how to make one.
You know what?
free at last.
My friend, how good it is to see you!
The law of meat, hive.
Interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
This one assures you, none of the wood here violates the Green Pact. If it did, we would not hear the end of it.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
A fine day for fine goods.
storm and shine, cross land or sea, I run to her and together
Welcome to the Marbrook Mages Guild. We recently established this branch, so we're always looking for new members. Indeed. All of Tamriel's lore falls within our remit. Mages Guild members grow our rich collection of books, tomes, and ancient scrolls as they travel the world. We provide magical support to any who need our help. In a manner of speaking, we avoid politics, alliances, battlefields, and the typical conflicts of our age, believing foremost in the power of knowledge. Our library has taught us new techniques, special spells, and abilities available only to members. From time to time, we also have projects requiring those of a more adventurous bent. You may end up working with Guildmaster Vanus himself. Excellent! I hereby grant you membership in the Mages Guild, with all the responsibilities and privileges thereof. Seek books and complete collections to improve your status within the guild.
If one more Bosmer tells me that he's enchanted to meet me, I'm moving back to Somerset.
Hurrade, Mako, Jejota.
a look.
So much to do.
Step up, have a look. My prices can't be beat.
No!
Over here, Initiate.
That was fast, but I'm not surprised. Did you find the things we need to build you a guardian? Wonderful! Now comes the best part, mixing ingredients to give the guardian its powers. Lightning bellies and hive seeds make a fire guardian. Hive seeds and dew bugs make a wooden guardian. Lightning bellies and dew bugs a water guardian. Yes, it'll be your guardian. Use this husk and build the one you want. Then we'll test it against the others. Lead it over to challenge 2 other guardians. Tell you what, you can even use these healing roots to give your guardian an edge. I've never seen a Guardian fight like that! Incredible! You really know how to choose a champion. This day will go down in our clan's history, and you helped make it happen. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to keep the Guardians under control for very long, but I'm working on it.
Just in time, little mortal. Place the root and the tincture in the cauldron. You have the items I requested, yes? Then place them in the cauldron so I can complete the potion of disguise. what you found was a perfect specimen, and the tincture just the right shade of distraction. The potion should work perfectly now. Of course. Wheels within wheels and all that. After you drink the potion and disguise yourself as a waking flame cultist, I will pretend to be your prisoner. Not only are you returning with the portal key, you're bringing them a gift. Me. Devastator Rulin, the worm who led the craven attack on my lair. He had the good fortune of dying by my hand before his associate incapacitated me with that damn blade. You will pretend to be the cultist, and I shall pretend to be your prisoner. Sister Saldina's letter explained how to align the segments of the portal key. I shall set it accordingly and open a doorway to whatever realm the cult is using as a base. You drink from the cauldron and step through. Then our charade begins. The disguise is perfect. Now, I shall activate the portal key. Then, step through and assume your role. I shall do the same. Definitely not known. Let's look around. This is Fargrave. Interesting. We must find the Daganists and determine what they're doing here. This obscure corner of Oblivion is known only as Fargrave. I certainly didn't expect the portal key to lead us here. I wouldn't have expected you to. The inhabitants prefer their privacy. It's a realm without a prince, which gives them a modicum of freedom. And it's a crossroads of sorts. A way station between Nirn and the rest of Oblivion. Once you find your way to Fargrave, the paths through Oblivion become easier to navigate. Daedra and mortals alike can be found here, engaging in trade on a planar level. I begin to grasp why the Waking Flame have set up operations here. With no prince, the accords that make it harder for other realms to connect to Nirn do not apply. Once they learn the way, with relics such as the portal key, the Waking Flame can move through Fargrave with impunity to reach Nirn and the Deadlands. Not for any reason that won't give you nightmares, little mortal. Now, let's find the cultists so you can present your prisoner. Then we shall learn what we can about the cult's plans and the true purpose of the Cataclysm.
Devastator Rulin? Is that you? We fear the Dremora killed you, and who's that beside you?
I have nothing to say to you, Daganist dog.
Is that Lyrinth the Dremora? I'm impressed, Devastator. I didn't imagine your mission would yield such notable results. Indeed. And the Fargrave Cataclysm could use a new Daedric entity. For the next test, of course. I'll let you present her to Sister Seldina personally. Right through that door. I'm sure Sister Seldina will want to hear all about your mission. And we've yet to attempt to use the Cataclysm on a Daedra of Lyran's caliber. I expect the results will be quite informative.
So, the mortal returns from its mission, and it brings a prisoner. How unexpected. And I assumed Lyranth was more capable. I would never allow myself to be captured by one such as you. Still, Nokvraz may want to question her before the next test. Does Sister Seldina not teach her Devastators anything of import? Volkina's Nokvraz is a favorite of Lord Dagon, sent here to ensure Seldina doesn't mangle the Cataclysm project. Such endeavors are too vital to leave completely in mortal hands. You're a mortal, but do you have to be so naive? Sister Seldina has her place, and she will keep it for as long as she proves worthy. When she no longer serves a meaningful purpose, Nokvraz will take action. Until then, step carefully, Devastator.
After the failure at the Dread...
Devastator, you honor me. How can a lowly acolyte serve you? The Cataclysm initiative proceeds apace. Sister Seldina continues to make adjustments and improvements with every version of the device. I understand we're about to witness a new demonstration. I can't wait to see it perform as intended. Is this some sort of test, Devastator? The Cataclysm is our great work, our role in the larger purpose of the Order of the Waking Flame. We will use the device to bless Daedra with the power of living disasters, and then unleash them on Nirn.
Devastator Rulin, you've returned. And with a prize, I see. Impressive. We thought for sure that the Dremora got the better of you and your team. I'm almost glad to see we were wrong. Our forces are in place. Soon, Fargrave will belong to the Waking Flame. We will be able to operate openly and without concern. And Sister Seldina has made great strides in perfecting the Cataclysm, no thanks to Volkina's Nokvraz. Ally, yes. Friend, not so sure. Like others of his kind, he considers himself the better of mortals such as ourselves. And he barely tolerates that Sister Seldina is in charge of this operation. Sometimes I think he'd love to slaughter us all. Devastator Rulin. I assume the blade did its job? Of course it did. How else could you capture Lyrinth Dramora? She has been a thorn in our side for much too long. Well done. But what about the portal key? Were you able to recover it? A remarkable achievement, Devastator. And fortunate as well. We're about to perform another test with the Fargrave Cataclysm, and Nokvraz is hesitant to provide me with any more of his precious Daedra. Lyrinth should do very nicely. I hope that's not skepticism or sarcasm I hear in your voice, Devastator. I get enough of that from Nokvraz. Despite the setback at the Dread Cellar, I have every faith in the device. Soon we will unleash an army of living disasters upon Nirn. Did your Doombringer tell you nothing? The Cataclysm enhances Daedra, transforms them into incarnates of disasters. First, we take control of this pitiful demiplane. Then, we launch our assault using Fargrave's connections to Nirn. Worthy? It is brilliant. Sentries, take the Dramora and place her in the Cataclysm. Devastator, enter the Cataclysm chamber when you're ready. Then the demonstration will begin. Devastator ruling. For your excellent service to the Order, I award you with the privilege of activating the Fargrave Cataclysm. Touch the rune and witness the transformative power of the Cataclysm. Lord Dagon's blessing will turn Lyrinth into disaster incarnate.
Do what you must, Flea. Lyrinth is ready.
Hail and well met.
Will be free.
The Dremora damaged the Cataclysm. Duke of Fire, destroy them!
Shut it down! We must preserve the Cataclysm.
Deal with the Havocro, mortal. I'll open a portal back to Nirn.
for your audacity!
Now, little mortal, flee! The energy emanating from the Cataclysm is interfering with my magic. We must find a place where I can open a portal. I cannot open a portal this close to the Cataclysm. The energy it throws off is not conducive to my magic. Let's keep moving, little mortal. This is far enough. I will open a portal out of this place. Quickly, into the portal before more cultists arrive.
Mistress, you're injured.
Nonsense. Merely a scratch. You did well, little mortal. Sister Saldina and her cultists never suspected a thing, and we returned richer than when we departed. That was never going to happen. My bonds were illusory, and it was a simple enough task to free myself once you activated the Cataclysm. I observed long enough to grasp the workings of the machine. Then I made my escape. We learned that Sister Saldina's faction of the cult has a base in Fargrave, and they plan to conquer that obscure plane of oblivion to use as some sort of staging ground for their nefarious machinations. The power surging through the device carries the tinge of Mehrunes Dagon. It seems it is designed to imbue a Daedra with the energy of a single disaster and transform it into an incarnate. They plan to unleash these horrors on Nirn. Perhaps. Noctvraz seemed to think so. I bought us time to consider, to plan. Sister Saldina can make more such devices, however. Eventually. But did you see? Noctvraz despises Saldina. Perhaps we can use that. And you don't have to. Just know that the cult plans to unleash destruction on your world. Now, I must contemplate. The device, it can change Daedra. I must return to Fargrave. I will summon you when I learn more. Until then, you have my thanks. So many avenues to ponder. Sister Sildina and the Waking Flame, the Cataclysts, Valkanaz, Noctvraz, and Mehrunes Dagon's role in all this. I shall return to Fargrave and see what else I can learn. I'll call upon you when I need you, little mortal. No, never met him before, but I've heard of him. One of Dagon's fiercest generals, a soldier in his ongoing quest to satisfy his insatiable hunger for destruction. It appears he was ordered to work with Sister Saldina, and I don't think he likes it. Like being in the eye of a storm, a deluge of raging infernos, devastating earthquakes, and apocalyptic floods. The energy would have transformed me had I not acted. I could feel the promise of power, and the strange sensation of change. Because that is where Sister Saldina is. The cult has ambitious plans for the demiplane. We delayed those plans, but we didn't stop them. I will find out what I can and then send for you. Assuming you still want to save your world, that is? No. Because that... No. Like being in the eye...
The law of meat. Hi.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The law of meat.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
The law of meat.
Buying, selling, trading.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
We don't like trouble here.
I have a long memory.
Elsewhere has...
I once found a ball of red yarn.
I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker! I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours. Dead? Stone's mercy. I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. Don't even like it here. You'll never see me again. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. About a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them. Take Brondol's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Windhelm is like that. We are stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way. They'd be wise to. The only time Reachman and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices. Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachman would hire Nords, though. It doesn't make a lot of sense. A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachman and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachman wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous. You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back. Flyers. Take Brundle's hold. We're stuck between the death spot of Markarth and the skull.
By all the gods anywhere, what did I do to deserve such a preening, shame-ridden, blame-throwing god? Can you believe the man I served day in and day out just accused me of stealing his pastry right after he ate it? Came here to calm down.
Well,
Vestige? You're a sight for sore eyes. Feels like it's been ages since, well, you know. I'd invite you for a drink, but I'm about to present myself to royalty just as soon as my contact arrives. He's what? Oh, damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly. We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Lyris Titanborn. You're known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be? The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out. Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King. Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore. Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece. Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man? Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those... threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns. It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. If this threat is as dangerous as Yoren claims, prove it, and I will make my husband listen to reason. My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon. You must convince my husband that it's enough for me to be... My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack, eastern and western Skyrim have... Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondald? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over. Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondald thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this? Brondald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us. Succinctly? No, but I'll try. The Icereach Coven recently attacked the Skald King. We learned they're planning something in western Skyrim as well, so Yoren sent me to warn them. Beyond that, we have the leads Brondald found, and that's about it. Reach witches from an island to the north in the Sea of Ghosts. Nords drove their kind out of Skyrim a long time ago, and we thought they were gone forever. Seems we were wrong. While it's true that Svargrim and Yoren don't get along, the Skald King doesn't want something terrible to befall western Skyrim. That would be bad for the east as well as the west. Besides, Yoren was hoping for an opportunity to improve relations. We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Icereach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn. Succinctly, I had a run-in with the Coven too. First at their stronghold in the Sea of Ghosts, then in Eastmarch. They tried to... well, let's say they had plans of an unkind nature regarding the Skald King. I stopped them, then came here to warn Svargrim.
What do you want?
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Porkface? Don't know any Brondald. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kasala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. She will. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here.
What do you want?
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend? Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though. His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Borfrey, is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... wait, you're not Borfrey. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you? Stuck in the bottle? No, no, no. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it. It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise. Oh, my assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Oh, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren, famed historian, etc. Oh, does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Oh, very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Maelmoth's wards are top tier. Indeed, I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. I thought it might direct me to a legendary illusionist's secret sanctum. Unfortunately, reading it led me to this dismal state. Steal! We're adventurers, aren't we? What you call stealing, I call daring investigation. Maelmoth's works contain a wealth of secrets. If we don't pursue them, some other historian will. I, for one, have no interest in sharing the glory with, why, with anyone other than you, of course. You really thought I meant to exclude you? Oh, you wound me. Oh, illusion magic extends far beyond simple parlor tricks and mirages. Skilled practitioners exert power over the mind itself. Intellectually, I know I am not a bottle. But the spell fooled some primitive aspect of my psyche into believing I am. Precisely. The spell turned my knowledge of the natural sciences against me. Crafty, yes? A lesser intellect might have evaded the trap entirely. How's that for irony? Yes, the mage mail moth hid them all over solitude, etched in wood, tucked under cobblestones, and so on. Just another one of his insufferable games. In retrospect, I probably should have gathered the verses before, all this. Who was he? Past tense. Maelmoth was one of Skyrim's most gifted illusionists, a contemporary of the great Shalador, if you can believe it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years now. I'd say his claim to secrecy died long ago.
I've had a nice, peaceful stream so far. Quiet. But like, you should get on ESO, buy it, and get it on it.
I got some other stuff that I wanted to get with the money that I got for my birthday.
It's only $6, Nat.
I know, and I spent my money.
You spent all your money already?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Countless secrets. He was a master illusionist after all. Unfortunately, illusionists always cloak their discoveries in puzzles and traps. Insufferable, if you ask me. No matter, I never shrink from a challenge of the mind. Indeed, I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. It might direct me to a legendary illusionist.
What did you even buy?
I got the Battle Pass for Apex. I bought some outfits on Dead. Got some weed. Got my lemonade.
I don't know bash on your choices or anything, but you bought outfits instead of a game that you can play.
I just don't really want to play it at the moment. I'm sure I'm gonna get some more money for my birthday as well, so I'll buy it if I do.
Wasting time is an important part of life.
Who wouldn't want such a cozy little home?
I'm gonna leave for now
Why?
to play at ESO.
Okay.
Bye.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse? Casella must have some security at her warehouse, so you take the lead when we get there. I tend to lose my temper in the face of physical opposition, and I'd prefer not to draw the attention of the guard by slaughtering any belligerent hirelings. That's Casella's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires
Private
are everywhere.
property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn? Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too? Until Casalla returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Casalla doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed? Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door. More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So,
Who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King? Gimme that! Tribal craft's my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it? No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.